welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. Whoa, why do I seem so zoomed in? Okay. So today I'm gonna be telling you guys my labor and delivery story because, well, not because, I was gonna be doing this anyway, but there won't be a vlog of it because the hospital won't let you, or that hospital won't let you vlog the labor. But I will insert some pictures at the end so you guys don't think like I'm a big lie. So yeah, and just because like who doesn't want to see that? So to get on with the story, Wednesday, May 15th, it was like early in the morning. I went to the doctor's to schedule my inducement. So it got scheduled for Thursday, May 16th at 6 p.m. So Wednesday night at like 1 in the morning, I woke up and I couldn't go back to sleep. I was having like pains, I guess, and they were contractions, but I didn't know at the time. I thought I had to go poop, but I didn't because I was trying and like nothing would come out. So I texted my mom. I was like, I think I'm having contractions. She was like, oh my god, really? She was like so happy because she didn't want me to have to be induced. So she was like, okay, time them, blah blah. And so I was timing them, and I told her, like, she literally, I don't even know why she was up all night, but she was, and we were talking and everything. I don't know if I said this already and I'm too lazy to restart it, but she was at her boyfriend's house. Yeah, okay, because I already had to restart this video like 5 times already. So she was at her boyfriend's house, so that's why we were texting and everything. So around like 5 o'clock in the morning, I had to go pee. So I went pee, and like I went to wipe myself, and that shit was like wet. Not like water wet, or when you like pee. It was like cum, like slimy and nasty. So I kept like wiping myself with toilet paper, and like it was still there. So then I went and got a wash rag and I wiped myself, and bro, it was my mucus plug. That shit was fucking disgusting. And if you had a kid, I'm pretty sure you know what it looks like, because most people do lose their mucus. I mean some people don't lose their mucus plug. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you might be able to look it up. But it was like fucking disgusting. So I got in the shower and I did what I had to do. And I texted my mom. I was like, hey, I lost my mucus plug. And she was like, okay, oh, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, she was like, alright. And around like 8 o'clock in the morning, my mom got back to the house. And she made me food and it was so good. I was like, oh, yes. And so I ate that. And then I tried to go to sleep, but I still couldn't. So we stayed up, and I don't even know what we were doing. Like, the whole day we were doing something. I don't know. But around like 2 or 3, we started getting ready to go and everything. And because we had to wait on my dad. Well, we didn't have to, but like I wanted to, because he was still working. So we were waiting on my dad and everything to get out of work, because we probably would have went earlier, but I don't know. And so we were waiting on him, and then we left here at like 5, because I was still having contractions, everything, and they were like how contractions should be. They were 5 minutes apart for like 30 seconds to a minute. So we went to the hospital at like 5, and when we got there, I checked in, told them that I had an inducement scheduled and I was in labor. So we got up to the room. The lady, nurse, whatever, I don't even think she was a nurse, she was like something else, and she was talking to me, asking me like what I wanted to do for my labor plan and everything. And I told her, we were talking about that, and then the actual like nurse came in and she checked to see how far I was dilated, and I was almost 3 centimeters. So I was 2 centimeters, but like almost 3. And so they would come in and check me, like, not that often, but like often. So I stayed like under a 5 for a while, and then finally when I got to a 5, they came in there asking if I wanted to get an epidural. I was like, yeah, like just let me get it, blah blah. Like I didn't want to feel the pain anymore, like I just wanted to go to sleep and everything. So I wanted to feel better, not feel better, but like I didn't want to feel pain, I guess. So I got the epidural, and then that worked. I got to sleep for like 3 hours, and when I woke up I felt all the pain again. And then they came in and put more stuff in my epidural, and after they put more stuff in my epidural, they broke my water. And honestly, I thought that was gonna hurt, but it didn't hurt. It was warm, and it felt like I was peeing on myself. But after they broke my water, the epidural still wasn't working. Like they put more stuff in my epidural 3 times, and nothing was working. So then they had to call the anesthesiologist to come give me like a whole new epidural, and that one didn't work either. So they put more stuff in that one twice. So it was just a whole big mess. Nothing was working, and I was like getting so upset because I thought I was gonna have to like push her out with nothing, and I thought that was gonna be like the worst pain ever. But I'll come back to that part. So the nurse came in, and I was asking, I was like, is there anything? No, the doctor came in. I was asking, I was like, is there anything else I could take? Like, blah, 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 blah. This, like, it hurts, because I was at 8 centimeters. So, I was at 8 centimeters, and then I dropped back down to a 6. So that's when they started me on Pitocin. So I started Pitocin, then I went back up to 8, and the Pitocin like made it worse, at least in my opinion. So yeah, I was asking the doctor if there was anything else I could take, because like the shit hurt, and they said they could give me Stadol. And Stadol is a drug, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, maybe not. You could look it up. But they gave me that, but before they gave me it, they told me like what could happen and everything, and like the side effects and just everything that could happen. And they told me that if I were to get it, there was a chance that Layla could come out with like depression, like she would come out not crying and everything. And I was like, I don't care, I don't care. And I know that's really selfish of me to say, but like at the time, like I was just in so much pain, and my mom was even telling me like if I keep crying and like not being able to handle it and screaming and everything, they were gonna make me have like an emergency C-section, and I didn't want that. So like I was really scared for that, and so I was crying and everything. Like I was telling my mom, I was like, I'm gonna die, like I can't do it. And then my mom started crying. I even have a picture of her crying, and I'm gonna show you guys that. And when I told her, because she started crying, I was like, Mom, stop, you're scaring me. And she was like, oh shit, Kim, you gotta stop, And like that was the funniest thing ever. And like we'll talk about it sometimes, and we'll just like sit here dying about it. So she kept telling me that I might have to get a C-section if I like wouldn't be able to, like if I couldn't handle it, because I was literally like screaming. Like I just felt like I had to poop. Like, bro, like I don't even know how to explain it, because when you have to poop, it doesn't feel like that. But it felt like something was trying to come out of my butt, but it like couldn't. And I kept pushing, and I wasn't supposed to push, because if I push, there was a chance that like she could go back up into my cervix and everything and not come down like she was supposed to. But like I didn't even care, because when I pushed, that shit felt so fucking good. Like it like relieved all the pain from my body. And so I just kept pushing and pushing, and then finally they came in with the stay doll. Unless I said they already came in before. I don't remember. But they came in after that with the stay doll. I'm like skipping a whole bunch of parts, so I hope this video makes sense, because I've already had to like replay it or redo it like a whole bunch of times, because I forgot to say that they broke my water. I forgot to say like when they broke my water. I was saying they broke it before they gave me an epidural, and like they broke it after I got an epidural, and like I just had to restart it so many times. So, oh, hold on. Okay, so, this is a baby. Oh. So, fuck, what part was I at? So yeah, they gave me this stay doll, and, that was like crazy. My mom was telling me that I was asking them if they wanted to buy a car and everything, and I don't even remember that. I remember waking up twice, and that was when it was wearing off. And I guess I woke up, and I would like sit up, or I would try to sit up. I couldn't even really sit up, I guess, because I had the epidural and everything was like numb, but it didn't feel numb. I don't know, because I guess the thingy in my back, I wasn't able to sit up. I don't know. That's what my mom told me. She said I was trying to sit up. And so I was trying to sit up, and like I would feel all the pain. So I would like lay back down. I would like throw myself back down on the bed. And I would like try to go to sleep, and I wouldn't be able to. But then I woke up the next time. I was like, oh my God, I went to sleep. It was like crazy. And then finally, the doctor came in there, and she told me that it was finally like, no, she didn't even tell me it was time to push. I kept having her come in there because I needed to push. Like I felt like I had to poop. And because when the thingy wore off, like all the pain came back again. So I kept feeling like I had to poop, like so bad. And like I wasn't able to, because they told me if I kept pushing, blah, 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 that shit was going to happen. So, but I still kept pushing. I didn't even care. And finally, the doctor came in, and she was like checking me, not even every 5 minutes, like probably less than 5 minutes. And finally, she was like, oh my God, like you're 10 centimeters, like you could push now. So I started pushing, and I had to push 10 times. At least that was my mom. That's what my mom said. I didn't count how many times I pushed. My mom told me that I only pushed 10 times. So, when I pushed, like, I felt her come out and everything. Like, I felt the ring of fire, and that, I don't know, like, it hurt, but I don't think it hurt as bad as everyone says it hurts. And maybe that was because I had, like, a little bit of the epidural, so, like, it kind of didn't hurt as bad as it was supposed to. But I don't know, maybe I just didn't think it hurt. I don't know, because I did get an epidural, but it didn't work. At least not enough to where the pain was away. Because I know that when you get it, you still feel pressure, but I wasn't feeling pressure. Like, I was feeling pain. So I don't think the epidural worked. I think it worked the first time, like as soon as I got it, and then it didn't work anymore after that. So I still felt all the pain. I felt her come out of me. I felt all of that. And I did rip or tear or whatever. It wasn't bad though. Like, I was so surprised. I had to get a continuous stitch. So it was like, I don't know if it was one big stitch or like a whole bunch of stitches or what. They didn't tell me how many stitches. They just said it was a continuous stitch from the inside out. So I got that and everything. When I first went pee, like, it didn't burn for me to pee, like, nothing like that. And I was able to get up and walk, like, literally right after and everything. I wasn't supposed to because they said, oh, just because you got the epidural, blah, 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 like, you can't get up and walk. But I was able to walk. Like, my legs weren't numb or anything. Like, that's how I knew that the epidural, like, wasn't working. But yeah, that's my labor and delivery vlog. I'm sorry if it seemed, like, really confusing because I know I was probably, like, I would say one thing and then I would, like, go back and say more things that happened before that because, like, I forgot to say it. But, you know, I forgot, and it's too much work to go and do this whole entire video again because I already had to do it again a lot of times. And this is 16 minutes. I'm not about to sit here doing it again for 16 minutes. But, yeah. So, this is your baby. She's 13 weeks today, and, like, I can't believe she's so big. And I know I took so long to, like, do this video, but I've been busy. And having a baby is honestly, like, hard. My mom doesn't help me, and I'm not trying, like, I don't blame her. Like, this is my kid. It was my choice. I had her. Like, I had choices and I chose to have her and keep her. So I'm not mad at my mom. When my mom is here, because she's really never here, because she wants me to be able to do the stuff on my own. Like, she doesn't want me to have to rely on her, because the first couple of nights I wouldn't get up with her. Like, I didn't hear her cry. My mom would literally have to come and wake me up, and, like, I just wouldn't get up, and I literally cried because I wouldn't get up. But, like, now I do get up. After, like, the first week and a half, that's when I started, like, getting up with her and everything. But I get up with her now and everything. Like, no one has to help me because I'm mostly here by myself, so, or with my brothers. But having a baby is hard, like, especially doing it alone with no help. Like, the only help I get is, like, financial help. Like, yeah, I obviously can't pay for stuff because I'm only 13. I can't even legally get a job unless it's, like, babysitting or something. And I have been looking, like, to babysit kids and everything, but I don't know. But, I mean, it's a lot of work doing it alone and everything like that. Because I didn't think it was going to be as much work as it is. Like, waking up every 2 to 3 hours a night to feed her, to change her, to do all that. Like, I don't know. It's just not easy. And especially having a baby. Like, she doesn't let me. She hates, like going to sleep unless she's with me. Like, I don't care what people have to say about this because my mom slept with all of her kids in the bed, and I turned out okay, I guess, and my brothers are little. But, I mean, we're all fine. Like, we're still here. So, I do sleep with her in the bed now. During the day, I put her in the playpen, or the thingy, like, it's not playpen where it goes all the way down. Like, there's a little thing at the top where it comes up. Yeah? Okay? Okay. And I put her in that during the day when she sleeps, but most of the time, like, she doesn't want to go in it. Like, she hates being away from me. She doesn't ever go to sleep unless she's with me. Like, she's literally only slept twice by herself, like, in the playpen. Yeah, does that make sense? Okay. And she honestly sleeps longer through the night when she sleeps with me. She sleeps for about like 4 hours because she goes to bed at like 12. Like, she sleeps a lot during the day and everything, but she'll go to sleep at like 12 and like stay asleep until like 4 or 5 and then wake up at 7 or 8. So she sleeps pretty good. And so, yeah. So that was my labor and delivery story. Comment down below more videos you want to see and I'll make them. And yeah. I'll insert pictures right here. So stay tuned for the next video.